Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I'm going to talk to you guys about the positives of being separated and being divided. I know a lot of people, when you think about division and separation, it could seem like it's a bad thing. There's a negative connotation to it. But I'm here to tell you that in some instances, in some cases, not all of them, being divided and being separated is a good thing. When you are sick and when you're not doing well, when you need to get better, you separate yourself from people who may be a hindrance to you, right? You separate yourself from people who are not going to edify you, who are not going to add to you or help you to become a better person, have a better lifestyle, have a better outlook on things. So you do need to separate yourself till you get better, and then maybe you can add yourself to their lives again. But for the time being, just like if you come down with some mystery illness, you don't turn around and say, I'm going to be around everybody. No, you separate yourself. You go somewhere where you can get better. And in a lot of cases, that is what you need to do. That's what I had to do. You know what I mean? At one point in time, man, I was in a state of straight just death. You know, I don't want to go too far into what I've been through, but I was in a state of death, and I'm just using me as an example. So it took me a while to get myself together. When I finally got myself together, then I started to come around and add myself into, being a part of people's lives again. But I had to take that time out and separate myself, or if I didn't do that, then I would contaminate other people because I was already contaminated. You know what I mean? And I will lead other people down the wrong path. You know what I mean? So, and also, I want to talk about separating yourself from people who are not going to help you even after, you went through your change and getting better and being, being positive and turning your life around and think things are finally going well for yourself. And you have some people who only see you in one light. They only see that old person. They only see that person that did this, that person that did that. Your past is like a shadow that you can't escape sometimes. And that's how I look at my past sometimes. It's an overbearing shadow that I've been, I fight every now and again. And I try to, get myself to understand that, my past is my past, nothing I can do about it. But I can seek to stay away from people who are not going to allow me to leave my past where it is. You have some people who always want to remind you of where you come from and what you used to do and the things that you used to be involved in. They haven't moved on from your past like you have. And those people you need to separate yourself from. Those people you need to be divided. Okay, there needs to be a division. There needs to be a gap in between someone who only sees the Justin from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago versus someone who is happy to see me where I'm at in my life or see you where you're at in your life. There needs to be that separation, needs to be that division, because a lot of people, and I hate to use this word, this trigger word, it's overused, but a lot of people don't understand, definitely when you've been through the most, the things that they say, the things that they do can be a trigger and can take you down the dark path. And then once they say these things, it's like that tube of toothpaste that you squeeze out, you can't put it back in. So to take care of yourself or to help yourself, you need to stay away from people like that. And then they'll show you who you are. They'll show you who they are through the things that they'll say. Definitely when they're upset. Definitely when they don't agree with you or you guys have a bump in the road. And then all of a sudden they're throwing, your past in your face to hurt you or to bring you down. Those type of people, you do need to stay away from. Because they're not going to edify you. They're not going to, make you. You're not going to continue to help and and make it affirmative. The fact that you made that change. You know what I mean? It's something that's going on with them as to why they can't get away from that. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention to what people say when they're upset. Definitely when you haven't done anything to upset them, and all of a sudden they're reminding you of the person you were 3-4 years ago, because they're upset, because they have a misunderstanding of who you are now. You know what I mean? So in these cases that I'm bringing up, it's good to separate. It's good to be divided until that person realizes the things that comes out of their mouth is a hindrance to you. And sometimes that's just how people are. That's just who people are. And if people are just that, they can't help themselves, then, respectively, just keep that distance. And because you're not doing it because you don't care for them, maybe you don't love them, but you love yourself more. And you have to live with yourself. You're the one that has to go home every day and look yourself in the mirror and say, I like or I love what I see. You know what I mean? It's such a huge thing. It's something that you have to take care of. Sometimes you got to put a wall up a little bit, to create that separation and create that division and let people know, hey, even though you can't move on from the things I've done in my past, I have, and I can't continue to visit that with you because it's not going to do anything for me. So in cases like that, there needs to be a division, there needs to be a divide, there needs to be a separation. So that's just my opinion. You may have a difference of opinion, you may not feel the way I feel, but that's okay, because, we're not all going to feel the way each other feels, because we not all have been through the things that we all have been through. I may have been through different things than you have been through. So in that case, then we're going to feel things differently. So to kind of wrap it up and summarize what I'm saying, you need to separate yourself and divide yourself from those who are not helping you get to where you need to be or sustaining the change that you've made in your life. That's all I'm saying. There needs to be a separation. There needs to be a division. You know what I mean? Until people know how to, and people get an understanding of who you are and they can stick to that, then there needs to be a separation. And a lot of these people, who do that to you, they may say that they have love for you, or they care about you, or they really admire you. But then when things go haywire, or you guys have a miscommunication, then all of a sudden all these old feelings come up again, and it's like, okay, do you really mean the things that you say about me, on the positive things you say about me, or is that just a cover for how you really feel? So you never know. Sometimes you never know how people feel about you. They only show that it only shows when bad things occur, or definitely when it's out of the middle of nowhere. When it's out of the middle of nowhere, that's even worse. So you always want to keep people around you that you truly know how they feel about you. You always want to keep people around you, I'll say it again, that you will know truly how they feel about you. So I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. That's all for today. That's all for this moment. Please like, share, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed that piece of content. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.